Today we're checking out Emergence by Sleep Token. This is from their upcoming album Even In Arcadia. I'm interested to see what this sounds like. I am somewhat familiar with this band, and I did listen to their previous album Take Me Back to Eden. And while I wouldn't say this band is one of my favorites exactly, there is one song in particular that I really love. And maybe I'll discuss that song in a little bit, but for now, let's just see how Emergence sounds, because I believe it's been a while since they released something. Okay.
Well, you were late in verse, living on a promised word. Well, I am the rose you relinquished again. You and I are down head first in another world I had. But I have a feeling we're close to the end. So come on, come on, out from underneath who you were. Come on now, you know that it's time to
I was gonna say something, but I feel like something's coming.
Are you caught by my nano, red glass on my light bulb, dark light on my coat just.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop it right there. So far, I'm really enjoying this track. I love how just in the space of 1 minute 44 seconds, we're getting so many different sounds. We have a sort of delicate acoustic intro focused on the lead singer's voice, which is beautiful, by the way. And I really love the structure of this melody in what I think is the chorus. Let's just hear this again.
Out from underneath who you were.
You see how long that note is held out for on the word were. Were. Even though the song is quite slow, a vocal line like that just puts a little bit of emphasis on one word, can really make a melody very memorable and catchy. And normally, catchiness, that's a word you would use to describe faster songs than this, but to me, that melody is very catchy because I can remember, like it'll get stuck in my head.
You know that it's time to
And I love how, again, we elongated that note on the word emerge, and there was a beautiful little melodic flourish at the end. So pretty, really subtle, pretty detail in that melody. I really love that. This part, I wasn't initially sure about that deep voice effect initially. It's a little bit of a trope, I think, in recent years. Certainly in maybe mainstream trap and hip-hop stuff. That's a very tropey element, that deep voice dude doing a repeated hook. I can remember that effect being used as early back as Mariah Carey's song Ribbon. That came out in 2010 or something. But what I think makes this work is how that really detailed guitar riff comes in over it. You see how satisfying and interesting that combination of sounds is? The deep voice effect with the high-end shredding like that. Really cool, like who thinks of that kind of stuff? And then this verse that we're about to pop into is a really sick development as well. I gotta say at this point, I'm not sure what the lyrics are about. I think that the words fit well with the melody, but you know, are you carbide on my nano? Red glass on my light bulb, dark light on my culture. These lyrics sound like maybe something that refers to a specific lore in Sleep Token's lyrical world. Like there's a cinematic universe in their music that I might not be privy to. That's kind of what I'm assuming here, but let me know what the lyrics are about if you know, and maybe I'll be able to figure it out by the end of this reaction.
Are you carbide on my nano, red glass on my light bulb, dark light on my culture, sapphire on my white gold, burst out on my chest and hide out in the vents. My blood beats so alive, my bite right through your lenses. Midnight in my mind,
So groovy.
drowning out the daylight. Godspeed to my enemies, to be asking for that call sign. You know the behavior, canines of the savior. Glory to the legion, trauma for the neighbors.
I just want to point out a couple things in that verse.
Be asking for that call sign. You know the behavior.
I love how the bass notes are kind of syncopated, they're a little unpredictable, and even though I believe we're in 4/4 standard time signature for the whole verse, the way that drums are arranged makes it feel a little bit chaotic, and it also elevates the groove so much.
Fire in my white gold, burst out on my chest and hide out in the vents. My blood.
I like that lower note there. Hide out in my fence. Really cool. Another pretty detail. I like those sort of pretty melodic details. And you know what? I can hear that the vocal editing on this is quite expansive. There's a lot of tuning on the vocals, a lot of effects. And I could see how someone might criticize this for sounding overproduced, but sometimes I think production goes hand in hand with the music. In this case, I think the level of production is going very well with the style of the song and the vocal melody, because the vocal processing almost gives it an alien-like quality, like a digital cyborg alien, which is sort of matching the atmosphere of the song in general. And I'm really into that sort of imagination.
So alive, my bite right through your lenses. Midnight in my mind's eye, drowning out the daylight. Godspeed to my enemies, to be asking for that call sign. You know the behavior, canines of the savior. Glory to the
Canines.
legion, trauma for the neighbors. I've got solar blessed for your dead god, space dust for your fuel rods, dark days for your solstice, dancing through the depths of hellfire on the winds that started from within. My blood beats so alive, my tear right through my skin. So tell me what you meant by living past your half-life, and lockstep with the universe and your well-fascinating afterlife. You know that I'm sanctified by what's below, no matter what you do, no matter where you go. You might be the one.
Wow, blowing my socks off here. How groovy, how melodic, pretty, powerful. This is Sleep Token, so I knew a drop was coming. But those drops, they just never get old, do they? Especially after such a long build-up. And with the deep voice, we traded out the shredding guitar for a more atmospheric, string-focused build. It's sort of a very subtle, almost choral string pad, and then we have some playing around on the hi-hat there, just to help with the build leading us into the rhythm. And I like that decision because if we had reused the shredding guitar here, the impact of the drop wouldn't have been as intense. It would have still been intense, but there's a huge contrast between that very delicate synth pad and the heavy drums and guitar that come in with the drop.
I've got solar blessed for your dead god, space dust.
That little sound, the whoop, I think it was a synthesizer or a guitar. That's another sound that is a little tropey. I think it's used in like a lot of trap music. Usually a guy will do that, using his voice as an ad-lib, like, whoop, right? I think that's what that is getting at. I guess it's more creative here because it's synthesized, or at least it's a vocoder, so it's a slightly different texture at least. I guess they do lean into tropes a little bit here and there. Tropes that maybe aren't entirely to my taste, but I think every band has their tropiness. It's hard for any band to really achieve full originality at every moment. So in that sense, it's fair enough to wear their influences on their sleeve. And I love those little points of melody in the guitar. So the guitar itself has some interest. It's not just down-tuned riffing. There's like little melodic licks too. Hear that da-na-na-na in the guitar? Very cute, very pretty. I love that. Really groovy vocal melody too. This is a reprise of the chorus. What I liked about the reprise of that chorus is when we dropped into it, we landed on a major chord, which has sort of an uplifting, happy sound, a bright sound, which is a bit unexpected considering how dark the song is. So bright, right? Now moving more into the melancholy. This chorus is so gorgeous. It's really, really pretty. I'm a little unsure of how well it fits with the verse. The verse seems like it's going to a totally different party at the moment, but on the other hand, I do understand how you could say it's a nice contrast, and they do contrast nicely, and I think with multiple listens, those two parts of the song will fit together much better. Just going to go back a little bit there. So I really enjoyed that breakdown. Really cool melodic riffing. I love that. I have to point this out again. That whole, whoo, I'm really not into that stuff. I get it's what they're inspired by. It's just really not my thing personally. It sounds just kind of dated. Maybe they're self-aware about that and maybe it's kind of a gag. It's possible that might be the case. Let me know how you guys feel about that. But then the breakdown that comes after it. That is a nasty, nasty riff. And I'm really curious, production-wise, like how you achieve a drum sound that fat. And this is the melody. This is the initial verse melody, right? From the beginning. Ooh. Unexpected. I'm into it. I really like how they treated the sax in the song. So actually, that sax solo at the end, it really made the structure of the song make more sense to me. We really do move from very soft to very hard, very soft, very hard. And then we move out of the song also back in the soft zone with this beautiful sax solo. And I have heard saxophones used in metal before, but not quite in this particular fashion. It's kind of almost like an epilogue to the song, which in a way makes it fit even better because it's not really clashing with the other metal elements. It's more like a post-credit scene to all the drama. And I gotta say, the melodic writing on the vocals is really gorgeous in this track. I don't remember their previous work being this strong melodically on the vocals. It could just be that my tastes have evolved since I last listened to them. But would you agree as a fan that this song maybe is a step above their previous stuff? Is it a really strong evolution to you too? It seems so to me. I have to say, I wasn't sure what to expect with this track, but it definitely exceeded my expectations. And I will be checking out the full album when it comes out. Now, I did mention earlier that I have a favorite track from Sleep Token, and I just want to discuss quickly what that song is. It's called The Apparition. I don't see a lot of people talking about this song, but it's so good. It's got that really beautiful, tense, melodic writing that I love, and of course, this part. What a powerful transition. Really abrupt, but that part gets me every single time. And I don't know why the rest of the album didn't hit me the same way this song did, but this song really is just my taste to a T. And then when the synths come in here as well. It's catchy, I love it. Alright, that about concludes my Sleep Token discussion for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be checking out the full album when it comes out, That full album reaction may have to be on Patreon because lately my album reactions have been getting blocked on YouTube. If you would like to become a patron, there's a bunch of exclusive content there, and you'll also get to suggest a song for our monthly marathon. Link is in the description. If you don't know me, my name is Oha Cade. I'm the composer for the symphonic metal project Valcada. You can also find a link to our music down below. There's also a link to my full reaction database spreadsheet if you're curious about all of the other music I've covered on the channel. Other than that, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Thanks so much and take care.